Alright, so I've recently discovered this rabbit hole of these really strange news articles about Pikmin, and all of these are filled with really misinformation and strange, really strange opinions. It all started with this one, the 13 scariest enemies in the Pikmin series, and then I found a bunch of other weird ones. Alright, I'm kind of experimenting with this video. I'm just gonna free float. I'm not using a script. I'm just gonna provide live reactions to these strange news articles. Right, so we have the 13 scariest enemies in the Pikmin series. Guess which is the first enemy on the list? It's the giant bread bug. One of the scariest. Alright, that's not even the giant bread bug, by the way. That's the wrong bread bug. Couldn't even get the image right. And second of all, why would you pick the giant bread bug as one of the most scariest enemies in the pick? He's look at him, he's adorable. Although the bread bug family isn't as threatening as the other powerful enemies on this list. Some of the other powerful enemies on this list include the bulborb larva and the swooping snitch bug. That doesn't make them any less scary. Sure, when you first look at it, you might think it's just a loaf of freshly baked bread. What? But then that bread turns around and you realize, horrifyingly, that bread has a face, a pair of feet, and is moving towards your precious That's not horrifying. That's not even in the slightest. I mean, I really, literally look at the image. It's such a contrast. They're describing him like he's Satan. And then the image is just him awkwardly standing next to everyone else. Not even the giant bread bug, by the way. The giant bread bug particularly looks as if a parasite has possessed what would usually be a perfect midday snack. What are you talking about? It's so disgusting that we can't... But you just made that up. It's his shell looks like bread. A parasite didn't infect bread. This is something Carl Pilkington would be saying.
Just sometimes people have to die, don't they? There was a fella outside our house. We were at a lamppost. He had a helmet on, but his head come off.
Alright, next on the list we have the swooping snitch bug. Really horrifying enemy here, the swooping snitch bug. It doesn't even explain why it's scary. It literally just says what it does. I mean, look at him. Is he scary? The arachnode, another horrifying enemy in the Pikmin series. And I really do love you getting interrupted while reading the page. Seriously, half the page is filled with fucking adverts for other news articles. I'm trying to focus here. Alright, next enemy is the fiery blowhog. Look at him. Look, how do you find that horrifying? And it doesn't even explain why it's scary. It breathes fire, so it makes it scary. It's all I could get out of that. The burrowing snagrid, I mean, I guess it does look a bit freaky. But it's not too scary. I guess I'll just let it off. The scorch cake though, I mean, I can't. It's a rock. It's literally a rock. When I first played this game, I thought this thing was just an actual rock. But out of all the enemies, why the scorch cake? The bulborb larva at number 7. I mean, look, they look like custard. The image is describing them they're horrifying, and then the image is this guy hitting the fluoride stair while being blasted into the air. Alright, then we have the Empress Bullblacks. I mean, it looks... I mean, fine, I guess it does look creepy enough, but I mean, I don't think it's number 6 worthy. Also, it mentions how, seeing the Empress Bullbox in real life would probably make any person scream. Which is strange because, this is, one of the closest Pikmin enemies to a real-life creature, the Queen Termite. So I don't know why we specifically brought this one up for the Empress Bullblacks. The poor yet again, it's not scary. It looks like a scrotum. In terms of danger and whist, the Proquillian, another typo. That's did they proofread this at all? I mean, I feel a bit bad ripping into this because it was probably their boss just came in. Oh, you have 40 minutes to make a 13 scariest Pikmin enemies, and they just had to type out, just picked out random enemies from a wheel. The sand belching meerslug. I mean, fair enough. I guess it's creepy enough. I don't think it's number 4 territory, especially the Venomate Fozbat as well, at number 3. Alright, I made fun of these guys for typos and stuff, but while editing, I found out it's the Behemoth Fozbat. I've been calling it the Venomoth Fozbat ever since the game came out, so maybe the joke's on me. And at number 1 we have Louie. By the way, this list had the giant bread bug, the swooping snitch bug, the bulborb larva, the scorch cake. It didn't have the water wraith. There was no water wraith on this list. They had to make room for the scorch cake. Alright, let's do another game, another quiz. Guess what the next article is. I dare you, just guess. You will never be able to. How many Pikmin would it take to carry a dead body? I just like to imagine this one employee who just works at this company and like all he talks about is like dead bodies. Every little thing about this hypothetical scenario is going to be defined by some diabolical napkin science bullshit fueled by morbid curiosity. What does that mean? Is that even a coherent sentence? You know those like Reddit arguments? Did you see that critical video where there's like the Reddit argument over fucking Hot Wheels? Yeah, that's like the terminology they be using in those arguments. Well, my Hot Wheels car runs at diabolical napkin science bullshit fueled by morbid curiosity horsepower. I've also never buried or ever seen a dead body myself, so please don't put me on a list for this guy's to beg not to be put on a list. I mean, I have news for you. I think you're already on a list. And I mean, the rest of it is like, if you really want to know, a dead body in the world of Pikmin 4 would amount to 235 Ouya consoles. I don't know how we got that measurement. There isn't any Ouya consoles in Pikmin 4, or any Pikmin game for that matter. Another strange one, we have which Pikmin are you based on your zodiac sign? This is such a niche. Like, are you into Pikmin and zodiac signs? I don't think anyone is. I mean, like, I really don't want to read this. I don't even understand it. It keeps giving, like, personalities to the Pikmin, even though I don't think they even have brains. Right, then we have every Pikmin game ranked. And then these absolute buffoons put Pikmin Adventure at the bottom of the tier list. If you have a problem with Pikmin Adventure, you have a problem with me. Why is this at the bottom of the list? It's below Hey Pikmin and Pikmin Bloom. Apparently Pikmin Bloom is the best spin-off. I mean, I really don't agree with that sentiment. I know everyone's entitled to their own opinions, but like, this person shouldn't be. Like, Pikmin Bloom, you literally just walk in that game. Even though I do have to give him one thing, Pikmin 2 at the top of the list. I like to see it. What I don't like to see is like, whatever this image is. Like, every other game has like a fitting image. This is like, it's a really low quality. It looks like the crust on a frying pan. And it's just this like random image of the swooping snitch bug. Finally, our journey comes to a stop at the Pikmin 4 top 10 toughest boss battles. This was published 3 days after the game came out, and the image contains the final boss. That's real nice of them. Oh, the 10th hardest boss is the Fulix, basically the first boss you fight, and literally the easiest boss in the game. Emperor Bulblax on the list, but not the Sovereign Bulblax. The Arctic Cannon, can this guy even kill Pikmin? I don't think he can kill Pikmin. I think the rock things that fall from the sky can, but like, I don't think he can. Gliddy, how do you pronounce that? Glidemander? I mean, this guy isn't really hard either. Groovy Longlegs at number 2, you've got a space. I mean, I like the boss fight, and maybe at like number 10 he'd be good, but like at number 2, and number 1's like the final boss. Like, honestly, like 3 days after the game came out, it's a bit much. So yeah, that's basically all of these strange news articles I could find. Let me know if you like this unscripted style. I was experimenting here with this video. Make sure to subscribe for high quality Pikmin videos weekly, and I'll see you in the next video.